Welcome to another edition of Sudoku Invariants, where I teach you how to solve Sudoku Invariants the easy way. Today we are working on a Sudoku at the medium level. This is a traditional 9x9 Sudoku. The rules are that no number can be repeated in any row, column, or 3x3 grid. I'm going to look for the given numbers first, as that will rule out some squares. I notice the ones are in row 1 and 2 and in columns 4 and 5. This means that the 1 can only go in column 6, row 3. Next, I'm going to look at the 6s, see that I have 2 slots for those in columns 1 and 2. I will ignore it for now. Look at the middle grid and see it needs a 4, 8, and 9. Nothing tells me what can go only here versus there. However, I will look at the 5 in the 3x3 grid over to the right. I look at the 5s and see that the 5 can only go in row 2, column 9. If I pencil in my notes, which I call markings, then I see a toggle, as I call it. I call this a toggle because I have 3 numbers, and the placement reminds me of this symbol, whatever it's called. You'd have to look at the transcript. Basically, I compare each number with one of the other numbers, with no number really sticking out as only being a pair. I will now put in those markings. Incidentally, if I'm looking at a 4, 8, 8, 9, 4, 8, 9 combo, I will also call that a toggle as well. Moving on, I look at the 6 in the bottom rows and see that 6 can only go in column 7, row 10. If I move to column 1, row 1, I could put in the 4, 8, 8 there and show you the naked pair. The 4, 8, 4, 9, 8, 9 is called a a naked triple because no other numbers are in those squares. And those numbers are only 3 numbers total before 8 and 9. In the last 3x3 grid, we might have another naked triple if I can't fill in any permanent solution numbers. I see I need a 3, 7, and 9. And yes, we do have another naked triple. Which I also say is a toggle. This calling it a toggle lets my brain know that I can't solve it yet. Row 2 needs a 3, 7, 8, 9. I can only put in a 3, 8 in the first column. A 7, 9 in the second column. Three, 8, 7, 9, 8, 9, 3, 9. Nothing useful here. Except silliness. I already have a 9 in the first 3x3 grid, so obviously I cannot have another 9. We have another triple, the 3, 8, 9 combo. And because this is a medium level puzzle, we don't have any numbers. We can automatically rule out in our notes because those are the only numbers that can go there in that row, in row 2. Okay, row 3 needs a 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 9. 2, 3, 7, 9. 2, 3, 7, 9, 4, 6. Okay, I put in the 4, 6 markings. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Because the 6 can't go there in column 3. It is rarely useful to put 4 numbers in one square. Usually, anything over 2 is useless unless it is a triple. I am going to move on to the last 3x3 grid on the bottom right. Columns 7 through 9, rows 10 through row 7 through 9. I need a 1, 2, 8, and 9, and can only put a 1 or a 9 in the bottom rows, column 8. And because I see a 9, I know the 1 must go here and the 9 there. So that allowed us to fill in many numbers. it also gives us a naked triple in the top left 3x3 grid. The 2, 4, 6 combo. Moving to row 7. I am wondering if I use the terms rows 10 through 12 when solving the hard Sudoku. I just finished recording earlier today. Oh, probably. Anywho, we need a 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Now I see the 8 in column 2 and the 7 in column 4. Because we can only put one number in column 3, I know where the 7 goes. The 8 can not go in column 3 because that 3x3 grid cannot take 2 8s. I see an 8 in column 6. So I put the 8 in column 4 and the 5 in column 6. I still need the 2 and 8 in column 9. I see an 8 in row 8. Thus I put the 2 on top of the 8. I still need the 4 and 3. I see the 3 in column 1, so I put the 4 first and then the 3. Two, 4, 2 and 4 are missing. The 4 is in column 4, so I put the 2 here and the 4 there. And then move on to column 1 through 3, row 9. and find I need the 3, the 1, 3, and 5. If you look at column 3, you can find the 1 and 5. This means only the 3 can go here. And because column 2 has a 5, I know I must put the 1 in the bottom row and the 5 in the beginning of that row. 9. The last column needs a 6 and 7. The rows 4 and 5 do not tell me which goes where, so I move on. That 3 by 3 grid still needs a 1, 3, and a 4. I see the 3 and 4 in row 4. So I put the 1 in row 4 and make a mental note of the 3 and 4 I still need to place. Looking at row 4, I need the numbers 5 through 9. I do see in column 1 the 5, 7, 8, and 9. I put in the 6 in column 1 and delete the markings above, as I can now solve those easily. Removing the 6 from the 4-6 combo tells me that I must put a 4 here. And now I am wondering why I thought I had to remove the 6. No, I want to put the 6 there. I fix that and see I have a naked pair, the 2 and 4 in row 3. Row 4 still needs the 5, 7, 8, 9. The last grid in that row has a 5, 8, and 9, which means I must put the 7 here. This leaves me with 5, 8, 9. The 5 and 9 is in column 3, which means the 8 goes here. And the 5 goes in column 4 because 4 already has the 9. This leaves only the 9 left to place in row 4, column 6. Three, 6, 7, 3, 4, 6 is needed in the last 3 by 3 grid on the far right, in the middle. I see a 4 in the last spot, and that column 9 only has one missing number the 6. I put it in, which means I only have the 3 and 4 left to place, but can't determine which number goes where yet. Knowing it is a naked pair doesn't matter here because all the other numbers in that column 7 is filled in already. Looking at the first 3 by 3 grid in the middle, we are missing the 1, 2, 4, and 9. Now I see a 4 in column 1, which means the 2, 4 naked pair above in row 3 is silly. I will put in those numbers. I am only missing one number in several places, so I fill those in. And and in row 6, there already was a 9, so I put the 9 in row 5 and the 4 in row 6. Then look at the other missing numbers. And find I still need a 3, 8, and 6 in row 6. And that the 3 must go in column 7. We already have a 6 and 8 in this 3 by 3 grid here. So must put the 3 here. This leaves the 8 to go in column 5 due to the 8 already existing in column 6. We fill in the 6 and then fill in the rest of the puzzle, as we are only missing one number in each column. And there you have it. We solved a medium level 9 by 9 Sudoku. Thank you for solving this one with me. Please like, subscribe, and share. I hugely appreciate it. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day. Bye.